Hello, I'm Randy here again, and today we're going to be hopefully taking the head off the quad runner here. Again, folks, this is a 1986 Honda Fourtrax 200SX. Like I said, 1986 model. If you folks watched the previous couple of videos, the first video there we cleaned out the carburetor on this. Been having issues with the quad not running right. After 5 to 20 minutes, it stops and it will not restart, at least for another hour or so. Like something either needs to cool down or flooding out. Initially, folks, we thought it was flooding out. When it dies, folks, it reeks of fuel, so of gas. So we assumed it was flooding out, cleaned out the carburetor. Have not been able to fix the issue yet. We did a compression test there last episode. Like I said, the compression initially at 150 psi. Per the book, it's supposed to be 170 to 198, so it's a little on the low side. We put a little oil in it, did the pressure test again, came back at 180. So that, folks, suggests that the cylinder, piston ring, something is not good. So we're going to start going down through the engine here and see what we can find. Now, I had the top off of here already. I was going to look at the valves, but the valves are not under this cover here. So, well, they are, but just a little further down. So I got the directions here. We're going to pretty much follow the directions. Yes, folks, directions. Probably a good idea in this case. Now, one thing I will know, folks, when it is running, it runs perfectly fine. Oh, that's going to be a smaller size. Okay. Got my socket set here holding the book open. I think that was this one. Yes. It's the valve adjuster cover here. Okay, so we got them all loose. One nice thing about one of these longer extensions, folks, you can kind of use it just to turn it. Oh, that's a shorter one. Also, worth noting, there's two of these that have little washers on them. Per the book, they need to be on the correct ones so it doesn't leak oil. And at least on this one, it's on here and here. And I'm going to try to be careful when I take this off. I'm just going to take the whole thing off. Like I said, that was a little bit shorter. Interesting. Okay. Grab you folks here a moment. So there's the what we can see so far. And down here, folks, I don't know how well you can see this. There's the adjusters for the valves. And I believe we do need to loosen them up. Yeah, loosen valve adjuster lock bolts. So we'll do that here. Okay, folks, now according to the instructions, we need to loosen the camshaft tensioner, which I don't know if you folks are going to be able to see that. Actually, I know you folks aren't going to be able to see that. Kind of down back in behind the motor here, so We're going to see if I can even get to this here. Actually, interesting, folks. The arrow is pointing to the 2 bolts on it. If I read the directions right, though, folks, it says loosen the tensioner itself. Folks, notice what I mean here. Point to the 2 bolts. Loosen the valve adjuster, lock bolts. Nope, not that one. Remove, oh, okay. Remove the bolts. Okay, got it right. Make sure we had that right there, folks. Reading the wrong direction with the wrong picture, that's why. Okay. Seems like you loosen the tensioner up first before you take the bolts out, but that's what it says. And I'm going to need a wrench to get to the top one here. Okay, bolts are out. Now what? Next page. Remove the nut on the left hand side and the bolts. Okay. Figure 38. Okay. Say figure 38. There it is. Okay. So that one down here. Again, I don't know if folks will be able to see that one or not. And then the 2 up here. See if I can even get on this one here. Might need the wrench for that one again. So far, everything, by the way, has been 10 millimeter. Okay. Remove the cylinder head, cover, and gasket. Make sure those are loose. Yes, they are. There we go, folks. That is what I was expecting to see when I took the cover off. I was not expecting to see this. So I'm not entirely sure how this... It's some sort of valve adjuster. Oh, it's got the rocker arms on it. Okay. The rocker arms are part of this. Interesting. Okay. And these are like the adjusters for it. Find somewhere clean I can... Actually, you know what? I'm going to set that back on there a moment, folks. And I'm going to find a nice clean rag to set that on. Okay, next step. So yeah, there's the overhead camshaft. Nice and oily. Looks nice and clean in there. Remove the bolts securing the camshaft bearing holder. Okay, so those 2 there next. Okay, and we'll take that out, I guess. Or is it, oh yeah, okay, it does come out. Okay, folks, next we're supposed to wire this up somehow. It says disengage it. I suspect my tensioner down there is still stuck. Oh, I need a wrench for that. I took the bolts out, folks, but it's still stuck on there, so. There we go. Okay, I bet you we can move it now. I can't actually get the tensioner out, can I? That's fine, I hope. Again, folks, so far, like I said, everything has been pretty much 10 on here. At least as far as the engine goes, 10 millimeter. Looks like these might be a little bit bigger, though. There we go, now it's loose. And like I said, folks, according to the directions here, you're supposed to wire that up there so it don't fall down. Looks like the bearings feel like they're pretty good on there yet. I guess this one can be replaced, folks, and according to the directions, this bearing here cannot be replaced, so not sure why that is, but okay, now what? Looks like there's some oil down in there. It says inspect the camshaft, not really what I'm looking for at the moment. Inspect the rocker arms, that's nice. I would like to keep actually taking it apart if we can. Okay, here we go. Cylinder head removal. Remove cylinder head, yep, we've already done that. Remove exhaust pipe, I've done that as well already. I didn't actually mention that, folks, but I have removed the exhaust just so I could get down in here easier. Remove bolts and nuts securing the engine upper hanger plates. Oh, okay, I did not realize that. This is actually holding it, isn't it? Okay. So we got to take them off. That's going to be a big bolt. Wow. 14 millimeter. Not very often, folks, you use 14 millimeter. Oh, there is a nut there. Okay. Wasn't sure. It's like, is that a nut or is that... There we go. I'm surprised that nut didn't spin on us when we were taking it out. Okay, I think we can probably take these off now. A little bit bigger size, of course. How about 13? No. How about 12? Sure. And one little last bastardly one down here. That's an interesting bolt. And one thing I'm gonna do, folks, I'm actually gonna put that back together and the bolts that go with it, just so you know. Are these all the same size? Yep, just so that way you know which ones go with which ones. Okay. Next. Loosen the crisscross pattern in 2-3 stages, then nuts and washers. Ah, we're talking right here. Okay. And let's see, wonder what size that is again. Ah, 12. Okay. These are probably gonna be a little bit tighter. Like, I'm gonna need a different size. Well, let's take this up a notch. Okay, I think those are pretty much loose. And a washer on each one. Okay, now remember, or now loosen the cylinder head by tapping around, okay. Remove the cylinder head gasket and discard it. Oh crap, folks, I don't have another one, so we might have to, at least for the moment, reuse it. Okay, so we're pretty much ready to take off. I'm going to grab a hammer moment, folks, and we'll start see if we can get it off. Okay, folks, got a rubber mallet here. See if we can knock this off here. I don't know what my light. Now they're pretty solid yet from the feel of it. I have to get a screwdriver. I forget where this separates here again, folks. Right between this one here. See if we can pry up on that a little bit. It says you gotta be real careful. You don't want to bend any of the cooling fins, obviously. Well, it seems like it's loose on this side. Yeah, this side's definitely tight. I don't know if folks can see that or not. You can see there's definitely movement there. It's loose. Okay, folks, I just happened to notice something. Am I missing a step? There's 2 more bolts on this side. It says remove 4 bolts. I know you folks can't see it, but there's 2 more bolts right here down on the cylinder. That might be why I'm having trouble. I don't know what size those are. Wherever I put my wrench, I bet you that's the size. Can't quite get on them with a ratchet here, folks. We're going to try, though. I got them loose with a wrench. I just can't get them up any higher. Okay, there we go, folks. 2 more cap screws, or bolts, or nuts. Actually, cap nuts, I believe they'd be considered. Oh yeah, there we go, much looser. Now, I believe we just got to take this off while being careful to hold on to this. don't know what this is for here, folks, but oh, it's a choke cable. That's what that is. Okay, I'm gonna have to get that out of the way here a moment. Okay, folks, and just like that, we are in. And looking at it, at least first impressions, folks, this looks really nice. Not seeing any issues yet. I'm obviously going to get down close and give it a good look over. There is oil sitting in there, quite a bit actually. And obviously with the test, folks, we did pour some oil in. However, I don't remember pouring that much in, folks. And I thought it would have dispersed a little bit by now, but maybe not. And folks, like I said, I'm going to take a closer look here, see what there is to see. Get down in there nice and close, going to ripe it out good. And be back and let you folks know if there's anything to see in there or not. Okay, folks, we're pulling the cylinder off here. Just about have it. Oh, there we go. And let's see what's what we have here. Like I said, folks, cylinder is looking really nice and clean. Not seeing nothing like, you know, red flags or nothing like that so far. And there's the piston rings on there. Okay, we'll take a look at those and see what's what there is to see on them. Okay, folks, we're gonna try to pull the cylinder off here. I just pulled the little spring clips inside there out. Little tool like this works great. And there we go. One cute little piston, folks. Oh, I'm noticing a little score in here. Not bad though. This side looks good. That would be, oh, this is the exhaust side. Okay. Intake side's got a little scoring. Doesn't particularly surprise me, folks. When we bought this quad, whoever took care of it did a very, very poor job. Muffler was shot. Intake system was shot. Everything was like shot on this. But anyway, I'm going to take a look at this, see if I can measure it. And I think that'll do it for the video for now, folks. If folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them below. And as always, thanks for watching, and until next time.